Good morning to everyone. I am D.Radhasri, Assistant Professor in Department of Commerce in Dr. SNS College of Arts and Science. Today we are going to see about functional accounting. In the functional accounting, there is a very important and a non-profit. Already we have seen the two sections of the non-profit organization and how to create a non-profit organization. Today class we are going to see about the advantages and disadvantages of the non-profit organization. Let me see about what is the advantages of the non-profit organization. The advantages of the non-profit organizations to focus on a specific missions of communications will beginning and accepting from the taxation leading to more effectiveness resource development, driven funding and their donation sources and generating the earning greater public trust to educate the advancing of the influencing, to create the opportunity for communication members to contribute in the social changes. There are the various stages of the advantages. In the proper way, it can be able to the getting for of their service. In the way of the disadvantages of the, we can be able to see in the non-profit organizations that there is a way one is the profit or loss. The profit is can be considered as an advantages of that. In the disadvantages there is a no profit that we are servicing to the public. We want to protect that. That proper is taking a lot of disadvantages also we want to see in the servicing of the goods of the taking in the under category of the focusing on specific mission we can able to achieve that. The full case of the communication will beginning. In the extreme of the taxation also leading to more effectiveness resource to developing the sectors. The fund we want to need, if there is a no normal fund we can able to create, we can able to do their business. There's a lot of also in the non-profit organization we are facing the disadvantages also. In the categories, there is the disadvantages of the non-profit by the timing and money and the maintenance expense, public equitaries and inquiries we can be full burden to the non-gain. There is a lot of in this. In the read of the more advantages and disadvantages, make a different tax exemptions can receive in the government ranks. In depending on the grants and the donations, the securing of the protection is required for the inquiry requirement. The proper way of disadvantages of the non-profit to the we want to maintain a time management, maintenance of the expenses, and the public inquiry to fulfillment of the burden what we want to face in that way of the non-trading concerns. That way, in the different ways of the disadvantages we are facing in the non-profit organization concern. In that way, there are some non-profit healthcare organizations we also seen in that way, and the healthcare advances and tax exemption is common for the year. The advantages also and disadvantages also. Independence management. The advantages, the management is a get freeness to the everyone to do their business, access to the grant and employees to the benefits. These are the facing of the five categories we can be seen in them non-profit organization. These are the advantages. It can be taken by the healthcare organizations. And we will see about their disadvantages in the extensive para works and paperwork requirement. When we are doing them, advocations of this, we can to spend a paperwork lot in the requirement of the expenses. And the cost of filling for a non-profit status can be taken to fulfillment of the cases. The requirement of the shared controls. It can be indefined measures of the result. In the way we can't able to find until of the end of the business, it is going in a proper way. The time we can able to achieve our goal or idea we want to fulfill. The indefined measurements of the result, it can be seen in the non-profit organization. These are the disadvantages in the non-profit organizations. When we comparing to the advantage, the same level also we can able to see them disadvantages in the non-profit organizations. These are the categories we can able to identify the proper usage of the advantages and the disadvantages of a non-profit organization. In the control only we can able to achieve this. This is the proper way to run our business. Thank you for listening this.